New Zealand, you've played on the tour for a long period of time. You can testify to that. It definitely is a different feel to the 7's rugby to the 15's.
Yeah, it is indeed. It's superb for fans coming out and watching all these different teams take part back to back. A lot of exciting action going down to the last few minutes of a match. Obviously, the first two games were quite high-scoring, one-sided matches. But as the tournament progresses, especially the knockout rounds, it's going to be very tight.
So this next game we've got coming up, David's here. It's no question about that. What does the Mexican team have to do to sort of nullify that French flair? What do they do to have to win?
They need to try to keep possession. I think that's the key in 7's here, to keep possession. Hopefully they have some dangerous runners, some big, strong ball carriers, of course some speed as well. Back they had a couple older players, you know, their fitness was lacking. So we'll see how this young squad gets on today.
You substitute age. With age comes experience. You know, the youth thing's great, but you always need a couple of old heads. You look at the USA side. Now, Coach Matt Hawkins stayed in just because he's such an experienced head, such a cool head. I know at the back end of York, Gerard, she will be in charge in the middle with the whistles today. She was absolutely fantastic. I was fortunate enough to be here last weekend to call the Nations Cups, the women's final, USA, South Africa. She was involved with that, and also the final between Canada and England. Absolutely fantastic job. Really fantastic over there in London. 2 wins now against very, very strong competition. And like you said, the men out in Charleston and South Carolina at 4:30 Mountain Time, 6:30 Eastern. Here comes the boys down to the field now. That is that World Cup qualifier game against Canada, the first of a 2-match series, and absolutely huge importance to win at home and win well at home.
You're absolutely right, Dan. It was tough last time the Eagles had to qualify in Uruguay. They had to win a test match after losing to Canada 2-0. So we'll see what they can do today. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Match number 3 for Saturday in Rugby Town, USA. It is Team Mexico on the left of your screen against the French Armed Forces on the right-hand side. Looks like the French will kick off, and probably Lombard, your boy Dan Power, back in the French outfit.
I wonder if Romain Lombard was a little nervous about packing his bags to come back. I was quite over the top with him last year. A fantastic player, though. He did quite well in that tournament. I expect him to be the leader here again. Sebastian Ben Arce, one of the forwards too, shows a bit of toe for one of the big men in the middle. And we have kickoff here. That man Lombard gets proceedings underway. A beautiful high kick on the 22. Goes back. The Serpents have the ball, spreading it out to the left beautifully, actually. Good skill here shown by the Serpents. A little bit of space, but he'll take it into contact. As you expect the French playing that very soft sliding defence. Dallin.
Yeah, indeed. The ball comes out here still. That's lovely patience here from the Mexican team. The big man sends to rumble up. He'll set a ruck on the side. It's Eric Castillo. Very patient again. Just playing the width game. Waiting for a gap to develop. Solid tackle there. Heavy hit from number 10. But Mexico still have the ball. Dancing around. Now they work their way over the halfway line. This is good stuff. Ball comes out to Castillo again, the big man. He's solid in the tackle, but wasn't held. So still has time to place it backwards. This is beautiful play from Mexico. This is their 5th phase of possession. Oh, a little jump step there and a half end. Oh, lovely offload. Still 2 on 2. But at a high tackle. So we're going to come back for a penalty, and they'll go quick again. Mexico want to play this high-tempo game. That's a little man showing, goes through the half gap. There he goes. Solid tackle. They need to get to him. He has to release.
Isn't he a little live wire? Chavez, number 4, wearing the headgear, doing a great job. They've got him for coming in the side here. The French and Mexicans go quick. Move it out to the left. That's Nadu. He takes the ball in. He's the captain, the centre. Settling now right next to the post. Slower ball out of the ruck. Goes to that man, Chavez. Big dummy, big show inside, as easy as you like. Eric Castillo, the prop, sneaking around the inside like a good prop should, Dallin.
Oh, I tell you what, that was great patience, great possession.
Gets the ball played by
They had to
Castillo.
take patient rucks, and they did it all the way up the field from their 22.
This is the Mexican national team then, known as the SEP.
Well, pre-game, the 7's maestro,
Here in Colorado.
Nostradamus of 7's, Dallin
Stanford
Stanford here, he predicted it. Patience with the ball for the Mexican team. They did that. I believe 7 to 8 bases they strung together before Castillo scored there. And the conversion is successful. 7-0, look at that. Nadu converts. You think the French are happy with that start?
Not at all. They haven't touched the ball yet. As you watch the replay here, Chavez with a little step. He could have got himself and scored here, but unselfishly offload to Castillo, who touched down near the poles. And all of a sudden, it's 7-0 Team Mexico lead over the French half court. Nice high kick. Now we'll see what the French can do with it now. Lombard moves it. That's Lombard with 9 right now. Here they go. Also very skillful with the ball. They set up a ruck there, going backwards slightly, but still have possession. So here we go again. They have possession. Oh, one-handed catch. Beautiful. Showing, going to dummies through the big number 6. Sweep it a beat. Costello again with that cover tackle. And VR with a nice break. Said unplayable deemed by the referee, so it's going to be a scrum in front there. Nice little break there by the French.
Yeah, big VR there, the centre, doing well. Good little one-handed pickup too. Again, we always knew these guys are going to be very, very skillful. There's no doubt about that. The consistency and the team play was their issue in the downfalling last year in the international defence 7s. So first scrum here. Let's see who gets the push on. Number 3 there, Christian Davao, the scrum half and captain. Ball goes in. Yeah, I don't think Lee Barrard there's going to have any of that from the little Chavez there.
Against Mexico to be offside.
Ball comes quickly to the left. There's my man, Lombard. He spreads it out to the one, Benassi. Lombard again with the ball, just scheming across field beautifully. The French move to the right. Good dummy from VR. Out to the speed man, that's the 10. Laurent Lancry, the forward, and he gets around as easy as a little bit of fancy footwork there on Chavez. Betters the position under the post. Brings it back.
Oh, they do indeed, and there's kick to come. It's going to be 7-all, Dan Power. That was a nice little patient play from the French. They got a penalty for offside at the scrum from Chavez, and the conversion is good. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is 7-all here at Infinity Park. This is going to be an exciting game. Whoever gets possession next will have to keep the ball all the way to score. So that's what it's about, is watch this replay here.
Well, that's the beauty of 7s.
So
you can really go tit for tat. Here's the replay. Look at the big man Lancry, the forward. Just stretched around. A little bit of fancy footwork at the end there to better position. Very important, though. Conversions can really decide a game. You've seen that plenty of times yourself.
Oh, absolutely. Lombard, nice high kick. It could go out of bounds directly. It is indeed. Oh, first error from Lombard. And so now all of a sudden we set possession now, moves across to Chavez and the Mexican team. They'll take a tap penalty on the halfway line. And let's see if they can carry on with that patient build-up they showed in their first opening minutes.
I think when you see the teams come up to altitude 5,200 feet, you always see them struggle on day one, judging their kickoffs. Maybe Lombard should have had a quick trip down to the Pyrenees to practice at altitude before he come over.
And this is the big man, the try scorer. Sets it right. Coming in from the side, sets referee.
Once again,
side entry, so Mexico still have the ball here. They got the penalty for defense 10 meters back. Here we go, Chavez, a little hot stepper with the red scrum cap. Lovely switch back in the middle, beautiful work. And an offload, great play, right in 5 meters from the line. Here they go, they must score. Chavez now, numbers to the left. Solid tackle from the try scorer there, Lancry. Still have possession. Chavez is still there. He gets Greg. You just need to get the ball to the right if you could.
Some good running lines from Mexico and a very stout defence from the French armed forces.
Yeah, Chavez, the smaller man there, gets taken to the ground quite
hanging on to the ball for too long after he was tackled. That's a
The
penalty
French swarmed on him and
for
not
France.
much option there. He held on just a little bit too long. Referee Barrard blows the penalty, and that's a relieving penalty for the French. Dallin, I've been absolutely shocked at how good this Mexican team are looking here on the early going. They're absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. The way they're able to control possession has been fantastic. But now that was a vital turnover there. Great defense from the French.
Now onto the pitch for France, number 2, Vior.
Oh, there goes my man, Lombard. Go, you good thing, Lombard. Not much support on the inside. Great scramble again from the Mexicans. Geez, they're looking good. Lombard, no support there. It's a turnover. Mexicans have the ball. Spreading it to the right. Very good Serpents play here. They've just slowed it down, settling, waiting for their players to get back to them. That's Nadu, the captain, takes into contact, nice little fend and offload, a la Sunnyville Williams. Beautiful back to Nadu, one to beat. Curry does well to hold on to his man. Can he get him over the touchline? Very close over there.
Could be isolated there, so it could be French ball.
Out. It is.
Oh, and here they go, Dan Powell. If they can keep possession here, disjointed Mexican defense. Here we go, Lombard on the outside. Little step. Oh, in and out. Keep the change, Chavez, says Lombard as he streaks through under the poles for a fantastic try, ladies and gentlemen. That could be a big turning point in the match.
Little Alejandro Chavez there. He's been fantastic, though, in the first half. Romain
Number
Lombard
9,
did that to media player
Lombard.
last year. Expect him to do it to a lot of people this year as well. Let's have a look at the replay here again. You'll look at the footwork's just absolutely beautiful from Lombard. Again, it was just a good long break from the Serpents. The kick is successful, as you'd expect there.
Conversion attempt good to score at the half.
Those solid rucks. When they move the ball from left to right, they can win the rucks, and that's very important, obviously. Once you have that, they have a couple of people.
I'm sure the coach wasn't happy with their first half. On paper, a much better side. The Serpents are playing much better rugby at this point in time. But hopefully the French come out a little bit more focused in his first half. Maybe took them a little lightly in the first half, Dallin.
Yes, they may have. They may have indeed, you know. And that's the thing about sevens. Anything can happen. It's such a short game. And that's why that possession is so key. You need to control the game. And so let's see what they do with this kickoff. Will it be contestable or will it be a deep kick? So they've gone for the deep kick, so Lombard will catch this cleanly with no pressure on him. And the French armed forces have the ball right now. Looking for a little switch, bringing it back. Nice play. Kick through from Lombard. The French flare. This might be too long. It bounces up beautifully. There it is. Play on. Oh, that's 3-on-1 here. They have to score. Straight back to the middle. Oh, keep the change. Straight through the middle. And that is number 1, the big man, Benazi from Toulon, as he touches down. Dan Power, you called it.
Oh, Toulon, beautiful rugby town as well. Great job there. A little bit out of the box thinking. The cross kick worked well while they had numbers. Great way to move the ball wide quickly is that crossfield kick. Fantastic hit back. What a great start from the French side.
Oh, absolutely. You couldn't ask for a better thing for the coach. I know you spoke to him at half-time, urged them to get back into this game. And Lombard, that kick went through. It kind of looked like it might go out of bounds. But, of course, the Frenchman, he's got a nose for kicking the ball. And, of course, that was a fantastic bit of teamwork there as his players ranged up to support Benazi in the French army as he scores his try for today. So all of a sudden it's 21-7. France on the left of your screen wearing their familiar white, and Mexico, the Serpents, on the right hand side at Infinity Park. This is match number 3, ladies and gentlemen. Short kick, it goes 10 meters, so it's play on, knocked back beautifully by the French. Ball still in possession, and that's what it's all about. They look to the short side. Oh, it's a beautiful dummy. Oh, the show and go. Unbelievable stuff. Big number 3, Dave Val. Oh, Dan Power.
How about the dummy? He sold like an absolute champion. He can sell ice to an Eskimo with a dummy like that. It's a fantastic job there by Davao, the captain and scrum half. And the floodgates are starting to open. Obviously that half-time speech. Christophe Bonnell and Alexandre Bales had a chat to the boys at the break, and they've come out firing, Dallin. 2 tries. Pretty much back-to-back.
Oh, back-to-back, Dan, and it's 14 points right underneath the poles as well. Lombard, here he goes again. Such a skillful player. Step 4, we put the commentator's curse on him. He said play on, says the referee. So Mexico played touch it, so it's play on, and France got lucky there. They have possession again, 3rd time in a row. Patient build-up. Lombard, the creator, steps the first man, creates a 2-on-1 on their right-hand side. But the Serpents are equal to the task. The ball gets thrown backwards. Space to the left here. Nice little step. Oh, the ball ripped free. Beautiful bit of Houdini play here from number 6. Nadal, the captain. Actually, no, that's number 9. Could he go all the way? No. Beautiful tackle. Samoa caught there. Mexico still have an opportunity here if they can win the ruck. But he may have got stripped here. Illegally, though, says Behard. In from the side. Entry from the side. So Mexico have a chance here to bounce back. So no sweeper back on defense, but they have numbers on the right-hand side if they can move it. Oh, they don't. They might not need to. And that's that half break earlier from the big number 9. Another penalty. This is in the red zone, not releasing the tackle player. France have got to get 10 meters here from the penalty. They're lurking about 5 meters away. So this should be advantage here. It is advantage. Arm out. Another penalty. It's 3 in a row if it is. Yes, it is. It should be a yellow card, ladies and gentlemen. And hustling through on the ball here was number 6. Getting a little bit eager there was VR.
2 in a row, not 10.
So they're going to get on the line over there. Oh, bashing through the middle. Will he score here? The beautiful float, diving over. Good bit of play. The captain, Pascal Nadeau, touches down finally.
Just a huge amount of pressure on the line there. The French continual enforcement. Quite surprised there wasn't a yellow card pulled out, 3 in a row. It's good work there from the Serpents. Hit back. The captain, Nadeau, crashes over and converts his own try too.
Yeah, and I must say, I've got to give a shout out to number 9, Farid Samano. Made that beautiful break earlier. He was the man that offloaded the tackle there. A really much improved Mexican team. I'm very impressed indeed, Dan Power. They're looking like a quality team, and I think if they can keep this program going, they'll do very well. So they're trailing by 14 points, and there's a few minutes left in the second half. So you try to do a quick kickoff, but his players weren't ready. So 28-14, France lead in this third pool match here on day 2 at the Serevi 7's in Glendale, Colorado. It's beautiful weather. It's probably quite nice and hot out that field there. So tries a sneaky kick down the right-hand touchline. France claim it, no problem. And they move it down Lombard. Just walking now, very casual, cross kick. Such a beautiful foot he has. Streaking down the touchline, big number 11. Caught, hands it back in field. Brazy throws the ball back. Who's there but Lombard? Oh, and it's a fancy back, no-look pass. But his scrum half, Brazy, was not ready for it. Wow, Lombard, what can't he do?
I'm speechless. The man crush continues to grow for myself and the main Lombard. The funny thing is, we've never even had a conversation. He's French, I speak English. Parlez-vous français? I don't know how it would go over, but he definitely is. He's a classy player. He does really well for this side.
And a nervous Mrs. Power watching this broadcast. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, from all over the world. There, we've got a lot of international viewers, and of course, folks from Mexico and France tuning in right now for this exciting game. So we've got a scrum is going to be reset. It is still 28-14, France lead. And we have about just over a minute left in this second half.
Both sides slow down significantly now. It is stifling. The heat, it's quite bad today. There's absolutely no breeze to speak of. So very still conditions at altitude. It's probably going to get up into the 90s today.
And France with possession right now. Here, they'll move to the right-hand side. Just a very patient game. The Mexican defense a little disjointed at times here, so we'll see if Lombard can spot a gap. He's well wrapped up in the tackle, and that switch not coming off as planned, but they still have possession here. The French just throwing it around a bit. Ball squirts out. Oh, it surely was offsides. Oh, an ankle tap! Caught, got up, beautiful skill, he'll score. Fantastic bit of rugby, and the try is awarded.
That's number 8, Juan Pablo Terran. It's his first year playing, actually, the big prop. So not a bad way to start the career with a nice try against the French.
And referee Barrot just confirming with the touch judge here. And she's going to talk to the French player for perhaps that intentional, maybe a tackle afterwards. No wrap tackle after the try, but still awarded. So just a dangerous tackle there. So now all of a sudden it's 28-19, a lot closer, and that kick is more looking like my golf swing. But they're still in this game here. I think there's a time for another kickoff. To watch the replay.
Here we go, the replay. Well, was it like comparing your golf swing to the kicking? It's quite an insult to the kicker. I've seen Rusty Gates swing better than your swing, Darren.
That's correct, Dan. And here we go. It is 9 points of difference here, so a bit too much for them to come back unless the referee judges that there was any injury time, which there wasn't. So this could be the last play of the game here. The ball comes off the side of the boot. It goes 10, play on! Oh! That's a tough call from the referee here, so it's a free kick for France. They may just tap this in boots just a touch.
Yeah, I think this ball's going to go rocketing into the crowd somewhere. That was touch and go. That was very close. I think maybe a foot just behind the 10. The ball was definitely going to get 10 if he would have waited another step. They've actually tapped and gone. They're going to play to the end here, the French team. That could have drifted forward. So channeling his inner Peyton Manning here at the Mile High City, the great quarterback for the Denver Broncos now. And that is full time. 28-19, the French, as expected, over a very plucky Mexican outfit, the Serpents. putting on 19 points. What a great effort from them.